So what do we discover when it comes to multiplying integers? If you are multiplying a positive by a positive, what you will get is a positive answer. Those are the ones we've been dealing with for a long time. 5 times 3 is 15. We know that. We are now introducing negative numbers. If you multiply a positive by a negative, your answer will be negative. If you multiply a negative by a positive, your answer will be negative. And if you multiply a negative by a negative, your answer will actually be positive. Hopefully you can see a pattern there, that if the sign is the same, positive, positive, or negative, negative, the answer is positive. If the sign is different, positive, negative, or negative, positive, the answer is negative. Down here in the bottom right corner, you can actually see a table that shows that, where you're doing times, and you can see positive times a positive gives a positive. But if it's negative anywhere, the answer is negative. If it's negative times negative, though, if it's the same sign, the answer is positive. Make sure you have copied this entire slide, including that bottom diagram on the right-hand side, into your books. You might like to press pause to do that. Now that you've continued, I want to give some examples where we simplify each product. A product is just a multiplication question, and to simplify means to get the answer in this case. Now, if we consider what we learnt, negative 3 times 4. If I go back, you could see it's a negative times a positive, so the answer must be negative. So the simple answer to this one here that we have is negative 12. In the second example, the question is negative 7 times negative 6. It's a negative times a negative. The signs are the same. And so what we actually know is that the answer is going to be a positive, and we need to know our times tables. 7 times 6, 42. For our next question, notice the numbers are the same. It shouldn't matter whether it's, or they're actually opposite each other. But even still, we use what we've learned about our pattern. It's a positive times a negative. So, in this case, 5 times negative 5 is going to be a negative, and the answer is 25. Finally, we have negative 4 squared. In case you haven't seen this before, what this actually means is negative 4 times negative 4. And the answer to that, of course, is, well, it's negative times a negative, so the answer is positive 16. This will seem unusual to us. We need to get used to this. Make sure you've copied each of these questions and their answers down neatly into your books, neater than I've written here. It's hard writing on a computer. But you make sure they're copied neatly into your books.